We do not seek to impose our way of life on anyone, but rather to let it shine as an example. Like the leaders of other countries should put their country first.
Hi folks, why as an African I'm glad that Donald Trump won the election, and why you should too. If you are from African descent, Pan-African, I'm seeing a lot of Pan-Africans and Africans on the internet throwing a tantrum, complaining about Trump winning the election and making it all about race, identity, politics, while overlooking the bigger picture. But guys, I'm gonna give my opinion and I want you guys to follow through. I think I might have to break them to make a whole episode. This way I can break my information in small chunks to make it easier for y'all to follow along and digest the information. Alright guys, so just follow through. There are gonna be multiple sections. Alright guys, so in the past we all have complained about how the nations in the Western Hemisphere go to the global south and pretty much impose their ways of lives over there, overthrow government, destabilize, etc. But guys, we have to also be able to recognize when a solution is being presented, or when an opportunity for a solution is being presented to us. Alright guys, so let's hear what my points are.
We more and more are not wanting to be the policemen of the world. We're spending tremendous amounts of money for decades on policing the world, and that shouldn't be our priority. We will seek friendship and goodwill with the nations of the world, but we do so with the understanding that it is the right of all nations to put their own interests first. We do not seek to impose our way of life on anyone, but rather to let it shine as an example. We will shine for everyone to follow.
You hear that, guys? Point number one over here. Trump is now about policing the world, and he understands that we cannot impose our ways of lives in other people's countries. So I'm actually glad that he said it, and this is something that we should be rejoicing over. So I don't understand why the Pan-Africans influencers online are throwing a tantrum and making it about race. We have to look at the bigger picture. The guy actually is making some sense over here. Isn't this what you guys want? Like, we all want the US to stop policing the world and telling African nations what to do. Just recently you saw how the Biden regime went to Uganda and was trying to impose them that LGBTQ agenda, the alphabet agenda, and also like how they were going to Kenya and try to bring some GMOs over there. You were the first one to complain on the internet, but like now that somebody that's against states come in power, you are crying again. So what was all the complaining about? And there are so many points, so many factors about like how the old regimes have pretty much destabilized Africa, destabilized the African continent and exploited it. But when Trump was president, I did not see much of it happening, if any of it happening.
As President of the United States, I will always put America first, just like the leaders of other countries should put their country first also.
That should be common sense for real. That should be common sense. And also, in the clip earlier, he was talking about like, we do not seek to impose our ways of lives overseas, but we can shine, and the rest of the world is going to follow when they see us shining. So Trump is trying to transform the US in a way that it can be a light in the world, and the world can follow. And we have to take our pride down. Like, most of the people in the world would love to have the American experience. Like, they would love to, because like, what does America have that the world wants? Why do people come to America? Because the economy is strong and they have opportunities. So Trump is telling the world, listen, you guys can do the same thing as us, and you're going to have the same stuff in your country too. So just follow what we're doing and you're going to have good results.
But America first does not mean America alone.
You see, America first does not mean America alone, because a lot of Pan-Africans, they're like, no, he's saying America first and let the rest of the world burn. No, that's not true. Trump is doing it differently as compared to other regimes in the past. And I'm going to show it to you guys. Just keep following, keep watching.
When the United States grows, so does the world. A nation.
When the US grows, so does the world. You see over here? Okay, so now here it's going to show you guys, it's going to say why, like how is the US going to shine, that is going to inspire the rest of the world. Look at this, listen to this.
Exists to serve its citizens.
A nation exists to serve its citizen. This is what all the African leaders need to learn, need to understand.
Americans want great schools for their children, safe neighborhoods for their families, and good jobs for themselves.
Yeah, just those three things: good school for their children, safe neighborhoods, and good jobs. Those three things will solve most of the problems in Africa. So, if the African leaders are listening, or just Africans in general, we have to understand that this man is trying to do his best for his country, and is telling other people to do the best for their countries too. Put your countries first. This way, when all of us are strong, we can all come together and advance humanity. It's not about colonizing people, colonizing the world like other people have done in the past. That's why I support this man. I'm going to give him a chance.